Hi, my name's Hayley and I'm with you today with Show Me the Science, and we're going to do some really fun hands-on activities that's going to help explain the science a little bit more to you. So we'd love to see any photos that you have, and if you want to get in touch with us, you can at www.showmethescience.co.uk and even tweet us at ShowMeTheSci. We'd love to see every single thing that you engage with. Show Me the Science is proud to be supported by the Royal College of Pathologists to develop and deliver this workshop. So first of all, we're going to have a look at a couple of activities that help explain pathology. So first we're going to look at decalcification, and then later on we'll discuss looking at cells under a microscope. But I think first of all we need to understand what is pathology. So anything ending in ology is the study of, and in this case path is disease. So simply put, pathology is the study of disease. In hospitals, in a pathology department, you find biomedical science laboratories. And as a department, we are responsible for about 70% of all diagnoses made. And actually, we test around 800 million specimens every single year. And these include things like blood, spit, urine and faeces. That's wee and poo to you and me. And also, we look at bone, which then leads on to our first activity, decalcification. So we have lots of bones in our body, but what do they actually do? Well, we have structural support, which is our thigh bones and our back bones, help to kind of keep us up straight. And they also provide protection, like our ribs protect our heart and lungs, and our skull protects our brains. So I work in oral pathology at the University Dental Hospital in Cardiff, and this is where we receive some bones that we find in our skull. For instance, I receive bone from the mandible, which is your jawbone, and also bone from the maxilla, which is the top part here. But also you can feel some of these bones. You put your fingers in your ears and move your jaw up and down. Can you feel that little lump going up and down? That's your temporomandibular joint, or simply TMJ. So in the lab, we need to look at things under a microscope to see what is actually causing an illness. So 1 micron is 1,000th of a millimetre, and we cut things at 4 microns, and this is about half the width of your hair, so we cut things really, really thinly. So as you can imagine, with bone, this is very difficult to do. So we need to soften this bone in the lab, and we do this by a process called decalcification. Now we're going to have a go at using different solutions to try and decalcify or soften the eggshell over the next few days. You'll need some materials for the experiment: eggs, jars with lids, and the different solutions you'll be using. I'm going to show you how to do the experiment, and then you can have a go yourselves using the different solutions to see which one is going to be the best one. There will be a recap of the materials and the methods so that you can pause the video and leave it up on the screen to refer back to. So first of all, you're going to get your jar and you need to label it with your name, the solution you're using, and today's date. Next, you're going to very carefully place your egg in the jar, like so. The next thing you want to do is grab your solution and very carefully pour it into your jar. You're going to need to change your solution every 24 hours, and this helps you keep a check. And then you just need to compare your results with the other decalcification solutions that you're using. Now that we've completed the experiment with different types of solutions, it's time to have a look and think about the results. You can take out and hold the egg and very gently wash it under a tap. Don't squeeze too hard. What do you notice about the eggshell? Is it still hard? Is it rough? Is it even there at all? Now you can talk to each other about what each solution did. Were the results the same? Were they different? And why do you think this is? Why not make a table of the results with the different solutions and your findings? I'll tell you a bit about Bioexperiment. I've had a go at using vinegar, which after a couple of days made the shell soft enough to wash away under running water. Now I'll explain why that happened with my experiment. In this experiment, we gave you an egg, and within that eggshell is calcium carbonate. And like we discussed previously, it's the calcium inside the eggshell that makes it hard. And in the example I used, we also used vinegar, which contains acetic acid. When the vinegar is added to the egg, the calcium carbonate is broken down into calcium acetate and carbonic acid. The carbonic acid is broken down even further into water and carbon dioxide. And you can even see this carbon dioxide on the outside of the shell as you are actually decalcifying the eggshell. So now you've finished this experiment, you need to look at the results. So did they all work? Were some solutions better than others? And also, you need to consider other variables. So what could you change that might make the experiment go a bit quicker? So things like, do bigger containers with more solution in it make a difference? Does it make a difference if it's warm in the sunlight or cold in the fridge? These are really simple activities and variables that you can try at home even, but just make sure that you ask permission and that you have supervision.